how is it fair?
Ready?
I am.
When yells on him is going to intimidate people into believing he's right. He is wrong. The gentleman is wrong.
Your rant last night about the process and how bad the process was gave cover for your colleagues to vote over. Look, I got to say something.
One at a time.
Peter,
You said it before the majority.
you, one at a time, and it's my turn. Stop whining and get the bill passed.
Now to Peter.
That's the problem.
Hang on.
He kindly informed the House the source of the memo that he just read from. That silence that you hear is the gentleman from New Jersey read from a fake memo.
I gotta say, these are two of the most cliched hackney assessments of this thing. One, that this was not a good process. It went through 5 committees, the most open process I can imagine. Every single Republican amendment was considered. We all discussed it. We've discussed it on these shows.
You are conservative and you believe in smaller, less intrusive government, you got to take a wild philosophy.
One name is now synonymous with both political disaster and extreme perversion. That name is Weiner. But who is the man behind the dirty Weiner? What drove this man to become the slimy pervert we are all disgusted by? Was he always a useless scumbag? Or was he simply corrupted by his proximity to the most crooked political family in American history? Anthony Weiner was born in Brooklyn, New York on the 4th of September, 1964. He was the middle son of Mort and Frances Weiner. Mort was a lawyer, Frances was a public high school math teacher. Anthony's older brother, Seth, was killed in May of 2000, by a hit-and-run driver. He was 39 years old. Anthony's younger brother, Jason, is a co-owner of several New York restaurants. He graduated from Brooklyn Technical High School in 1981. He then graduated from the State University of New York at Plattsburgh, in 1985 with a Bachelor's of Arts in Political Science. Too bad he never took the course about not sending pics of your dirty wiener to your constituents. Oh well. It's hard to fit all those courses into 4 short years. Weiner's mentor is a fellow bottom-feeding, political leech, Chuck Schumer. Dirty W worked in Schumer's sleazy office for 6 years, while Chuck was a local New York congressman. Schumer encouraged Weiner to get involved with local politics. Weiner won a long-shot city council election. He remained on the city council for 7 years. In 1998, Weiner won the congressional seat his mentor, sleazy Schumer held. Chucky upgraded his self-serving, liberal leech political circus, and joined the cast of scum at the U.S. Senate. As a congressman, Weiner achieved little. He championed typical liberal sacred cows, like pro-abortion rhetoric, and that was about it. But things changed for the Weiner when he met a young lady from Iran. Weiner first met Huma Abedin in 2001. Huma was a long-time senior aide to Hillary Clinton. Many believed Hillary thought of her as a kind of adopted daughter. Dirty W asked Huma on a date while they were at Martha's Vineyard for the Democratic National Committee retreat. Super romantic, I know. But they did not pursue a relationship until 2008. Huma was knee-deep in Hillary's first presidential bid at that time. Then, in 2010, Huma proudly took the Weiner name when they married in New York. Bill Clinton officiated the ceremony. Okay, to be honest, she never took the Weiner name. She still went by Huma Abedin. Then in 2011, disaster struck the Weiner. A photo of a man in his underwear appeared on Weiner's Twitter account. At first, Dirty W said his Weiner Twitter account had been hacked. But later, he was forced to admit it was genuine. But, he tried to play it off as a joke. The agent of Weiner's destruction had been identified. Sexting is Weiner kryptonite. Like Icarus, he flew too close to the sexting sun, and was burned by justice's righteous flames. Or, he is just a sick perv that was finally exposed. Weiner was forced to resign from Congress. Huma did not appear at his press conference announcing this. She is secretly pregnant during this time.
I'm here today to again apologize for the personal mistakes I have made and the embarrassment I have caused. I make this apology to my neighbors and my constituents, but I make it particularly to my wife, Huma.
A Republican took the congressional seat Weiner vacated. But, Huma stayed with Dirty W. Then, in July of 2013, a second Weiner scandal poked its ugly head. Concurrently, for God knows what reason, Weiner decided to run for mayor of New York. In his utter Weiner stupidity, Dirty W sent sexually explicit photos of himself to a 22-year-old woman, using the alias, Carlos Danger. Seriously. Ironically, the woman came into contact with him after she chastised him for his extramarital transgressions. Huma stood by him all the while. Watch this video of her reacting to more dirty Weiner sexting scandals breaking in the media.
Other things would come out. No. Getting obviously, we're getting deluged. Well, my head is at try to sell this as something that people already know.
Hello?
You guys still there? We just have the room for a second, you two guys.
Then, inevitably, another dirty Weiner scandal broke in 2016. This time, right in the middle of Hillary's brutal presidential campaign, which Huma was again heavily involved in. This time, Dirty W was caught sexting by sending a photo of his penis bulge, with his young son lying next to him. This was too much for Huma. She left the Weiner the next day. Plus, with her boss already having a hard time holding even in the real polls, she did not want another dirty Weiner scandal splashing on her master's campaign. This set the scene for the most disastrous Weiner scandal of all time. The dirty Weiner was caught sexting a 15-year-old girl. This was the most radioactive Dirty W scandal in history. And it hit at the worst possible moment for Huma's crooked boss. She was already flaying around like a demented rooster before the dirty Weiner resurfaced. Now this. Then, the Weiner fatally wounded the Clinton machine. He did what Rush Limbaugh and every conservative pundit has tried to do for nearly 30 years. FBI Director James Comey just, laughably, closed the investigation on Hillary's email scandal. But, while investigating dirty Weiner texting a 15-year-old, they seized Weiner's computer. On that computer, they found more Hillary Clinton emails. Comey was forced to announce that he had found this evidence and was now investigating it. This was the end for the Clinton administration. Here is a photo of the moment Huma learned the feds had reopened Hillary's email investigation. So, was Weiner born a disgusting, perv, scumbag? Or was it the Clintons' fault? I do enjoy pointing out every single corrupt crime the Clintons pull, but I cannot blame the Clintons for Weiner's behavior. As far as I can tell from my research, not many high-level Dems, outside of Chuck Schumer, ever liked him. As far as him becoming a sick, on a less, piece of amphibian crap, he did that to himself. However, Schumer stood by this creep. She spent years with him after his sick, perverted true self was revealed. She is 100% responsible for the situation she finds herself in. Plus, Weiner had no business having those damn Hillary emails. That's a federal crime. Dear God, did Clinton just mass spam her damn emails to everyone? How the hell did Dirty Weiner get those emails? But, I digress. In closing, Weiner is a gross scumbag who accidentally brought down Hillary and her globalist, elite friends' dream of pulling Earth's puppet strings. While I won't thank the Weiner for this, I do hope he finds true love in prison.
Look for Patrick Hostess's latest ebook for sale on Amazon.com for only $2.99. Only Our Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, and Their War on American Law Enforcement.
Please subscribe to our channel, PH News. Our motto is, fact-based media.